welcome back to my channel, guys. We have some bombshell news coming about this whole situation unfolding for this individual Nutmeg and also for Spatty. Looks like right now even these kids, they're fed up with their abuse, and they have for the first time said something that I will share with you in a second. These are all coming from my own sources, my research, my digging into this whole thing, so you can rely on what I said to be true. But before I explain all the details to you guys in a second, I just want to actually share with you this one. So experts discuss the alleged potential move of Spatty and Nutmeg back to the UK and the impact this has on their children Archie and Lily. According to observers, staff report that the children are not happy about the potential move. Now, this is coming from observers. Staff report people who are working for them inside or outside of the palace or the mansion, I should say, in Montecchio. They are the one who are relaying this information to us as they perceive the prospect of living in the UK and attending a new school as a daunting change from their current lifestyle in California. So again, this report is claiming that Lily and Archie, they are not happy with this decision, that they will have to move back to UK, leaving behind everything they have built or have learned in California as a life. Take a listen at this particular commentary.
It sounds like you've got a vendetta against Meghan Markle. That's what it sounds like. You sound like, Angela, with respect, you sound like a troll. You sound like a social media troll. Everything you can point out that's incorrect.
Okay, so basically the reason I'm playing this is because I want to show you guys how desperate Sussex squad is right now to really discredit sources, discredit royal commentators like Angela Levine, calling them as a trope or people who are just spreading fake news. This is the level of desperation that the mainstream media, especially the one run by Sussex squad, they're spinning. So you have to be careful what you hear. Now, analysts characterize recent headlines regarding the couple's relocation plans as deflective nonsense and suggest that much of the reported information, including potential business ventures with figures like Guy Ritchie or Mike Ashley, is speculative or intended to generate publicity. And I have said this in my previous video, this whole thing that she got a acting role in UK and that's why she's moving back to UK is a complete nonsense, utter nonsense. There's so many reasons why they will spin these lies. One of them is they want us to distract from the shame. They want to they want to actually make us think that they're important, they are offered a role, that they're talented people. They would not move to another country without a significant reason, and in this case somebody groveled to them, requested them, begged them to do a part in a film, and so they had no other choice but to make this big move. Because understand this, moving to a or relocating to a different country is not something you do every day. That's the reason why they spread this fake news that Nutmeg was offered a role in UK, when in all reality that is not true whatsoever. I want you to take a listen at this commentary from Angela Levine. What she's saying, I think is very interesting. Just take a listen.
She and the ginger one have suddenly landed in Jordan on an unofficial 2-day humanitarian visit, meeting teenage victims of the wars and shaking hands. She's loving this, isn't she?
Yes, and I think it's disgusting. I want to get extremely annoyed. These crazy things that mean nothing, and she does it to try and have photographs. It's just to have photographs. Yep. But I was very surprised and upset this morning when I hear there's a lot of Hamas in those people that she saw yesterday and the day before. They're supporting staff And so we've got terrorists that they go around shaking hands and saying hello.
So basically what Angela Levine is saying here is that Nutmeg would do anything for just a photo. She will pose with anybody. That's pretty much is the message. Now, royal commentators claim that remaining staff at the Montashicho property continue to maintain the household while the couple explores ways to revitalize their brand. Royal commentators claim that remaining staff at the Montashicho property. So the reason these staffers, they are able to speak, looks like to me, is because those two, Meghan and Harry Sperry, they have left the building. This is the level of mismanagement. This is the level of negligence, if you like, going on in regards to Montashicho mansion by Meghan and Harry, because they don't really care about that mansion. This mansion, they cannot afford it. They cannot pay for its maintenance. They're firing staffers, and whoever is working right now, they are saying something that they should have said before, and they are seeing that people are actually more interested to know the truth. So because of they are not living there, these staffers, they're finding it easy now to speak out and share information with the public, true information. It is suggested that Nutmeg might ultimately opt for homeschooling. When I said that these kids are fake and that the UK schooling is fake, this is what I mean. She is now going for homeschooling. Really? Why would you homeschool them? Well, it is because they're not real. Their birth certificate doesn't match. And therefore, what she can do other than homeschooling, she's just trying her best to keep it as private as possible. So it is suggested that Nutmeg might ultimately opt for homeschooling, potentially citing media attention or paparazzi harassment as a justification to avoid enrolling the children in a traditional school. We knew this was coming, did we not? We knew it for a very long time that she would never want these kids, especially in UK, to go to school in a public school or go to school with Charlotte or Louis. Obviously, Catherine would not like it. William would try his best to stop if she does send her surrogate invisible children with them. Because they're not going to be learning anything. They're just going to learn how to spy on those other kids. But regardless of what it is, she is just losing it. She is just becoming very irrelevant. Take a listen at this other commentary from Angela Levine about Nutmeg. Take a listen.
So is that he wants to look after his children as much as possible. He wants to be a father. He realizes what a mess his childhood was like, and he wants to be there as often as possible and as long as possible to be there for him as a normal father, so that his children would go up more and more like a normal children.
I'm going to stand back.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think that the father has much of an option, King Charles, to bring an end to this mess that Harry created with William. I don't think he does have much of a chance. I'll give you guys more updates on